What up, Dokkaners? Hopefully you guys have been having an awesome golden week so far. Let me know in the comments how far you've summoned on these banners if you did. And if you haven't, have you been able to save up a considerable amount of stones so far for whatever celebration you're looking forward to? Today's video is going to be talking about something that happened during the data download that dropped a couple of nights ago for Golden Week. If you guys recall, that was one of the biggest data download files I think we've had in maybe ever Dokkan's history. It was about a 1.3 gigabyte file that was containing a lot of assets. So many assets, in fact, that our boy Dokkan Assets has been still constantly posting newer assets from that data download for Global. It just doesn't stop. 7 hours ago, you're still seeing things like this. And this is from 2 days ago when the actual data download hit. He's still going. And, you know, that just speaks to the fact that there's that many things going on in this data download that we got to talk about. Obviously, Golden Week stuff at the top, right? Big shout out to Proton as well. That's my boy right there. And then underneath, we see this little line right here. Several non-translated assets. Now, in the past, we've talked about this. This is normal standard practice for Dokkan. They like to no, I wouldn't say front load, that's not the right word, but they like to throw in some data from other campaigns into some previous data downloads just so that they can kind of make it easier for the next batch of content that drops whenever that is. Now, first of all, we shouldn't know any of this, right? We shouldn't even be knowing about any of this. So for all we know, it's all nothing, right? We have no clue. We should know what it is. But because of this day and age, because of the readily available access to information, data mining and all that stuff, we can see how they're going about this. And what we're seeing is that they are now moving in a lot of the assets for the upcoming celebrations that span not only until the 7-year anniversary and during it, but also after it. So that's what we're going to be talking about in today's video. This is going to be sort of a reminder, a wake-up call to you guys. All of the hard work that you have been putting in, for those of you who have, in saving your stones for something special, it's coming to fruition. We're getting that much closer. We are now under 60 days. No, that's not true. We are under 2 months. That's what I meant to say. We are under 2 months away from reaching the 7-year anniversary, and this video is meant to scare you straight or encourage you with more excitement about the fact that your savings are about to be paying off in massive dividends. As you can see right here, we got the various assets for whatever units that are involved. We've got 7-year anniversary. This is Bulma, folks. Relax. All right, that's just Bulma. We've got the God Saiyans. We've got the Super Saiyan 4s. We've got Chi-Chi. We've got Piccolo. We've got Vegeta. We've got Goten. I mean, just everybody's here, along with, obviously, Golden Week. There's just so much stuff to unpack. We're obviously not going to be going through each and every unit individually because we've done that in the past. But we are going to briefly skim through the outlook for the, road to 7-year anniversary. Because, ooh, I got a level 10 link. Because there's a lot of stuff to look forward to. And if you guys are saving your stones, once again, this should be a reminder of what is really, really important. If you guys summoned on the Golden Week banners, let me know in the comments how far you went. And hopefully you stopped around the discounts or a little bit after that. Because when you see all of these things in front of you, it just reminds you of the majesty of the 7-year anniversary and what is on the horizon. Don't let all of these flashy new units that we're getting distract you from that fact. Obviously, this doesn't apply to me because I summon on every banner, but still, like, look at this. We've got all of the EZAs. Let's actually go through the EZAs that are coming up during the 7-year anniversary. I've got the 7-year anniversary list right here. Let's just go from part 1 all the way to EX part, which is the extra part, okay? So for part 1, it was all about summoning on the new Dual Dokkan Festival and enjoying those, and then we had the free-to-plays. This is probably the least hype because I think it was a running gag that the Vegeta Bulma was actually really, really terrible. So we're not going to look at those units per se, but we got the Goku Chi-Chi combo, we got the Vegeta Bulma combo, and then we got the Goten Trunks and Gohan combination, which was pretty cool. We had the skill orbs for Goku Vegeta, the NFL Red Zone, we had a whole bunch of new events, well, not new events, but new stages to events, and as previously mentioned, you get to revel in the glory of having pulled the 7-year anniversary units. It's from part 2 where the EZA start to kick in, so let's briefly skim through those. Briefly, there's a lot. I don't want to spend too much time going through each of them, so let's just quickly look at them and see how they work. So we got the God, Goku, and we got the Vegeta. Unfortunately, the Vegeta got the short end on this one, but still, greatly raised attack, cause supreme damage. Attack and defense plus 150, high chance of guarding all attacks. Plus an additional attack and defense plus 77% for 3 turns from receiving an attack. Medium chance of launching an additional super attack. Great chance of stunning a movie boss or a pure Saiyan. Now, even better, out of the two, this Goku is a must-have. An absolute must-have. So if you guys happen to pull this tech Super Saiyan Goku, you guys must take care of the unit, work on the links if you can, but at the very least, get those medals needed to awaken him to the God Goku form, because with this EZA, this unit is one of the best defensive units in the entire game, and that's not even an exaggeration. This guy is a nuke, attack and defense plus 7% in addition per key sphere obtained, on top of an impressive attack and defense plus 150, raising defense for 1 turn and sealing, and then the icing on the cake is the fact that he reduces damage received by 77% when facing a movie boss or a Pure Saiyan category enemy. Pure Saiyan, 77%. This is better than most tanks because you don't have any sort of health restriction, you have no turn restriction, it is 77%, and you can nuke on top of that. So this guy is an absolute must-have on any team that involves his categories. So definitely get ready for that, get hyped for that. Looking at the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and the Omega Shenron real quick, I actually forgot what these guys do, so let me pull these up. Alright, so we got the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta first to look at. Also, I got Max Links on my Ultimate Gohan, let's go. 170% for fusions, greatly raises attack and defense, cause immense damage, greatly lowers defense, attack and defense plus 150. Okay, plus additional attack and defense plus 25% for 5 turns with each super attack performed up to 50. So it's like he's a temporary stacker, and then he's a temporary stacker. Great chance to evade and counter. So this Gogeta is now the king of the fusion category because of that 170% lead. And then Omega Shenron also does some pretty cool stuff as well. 170% for Shadow Dragon, launching multiple attacks, getting insanely strong along the way. And let's continue on here. What else do we got? We had... Oh, well, okay. Quickly, I do want to point out, there are some assets now in the files for the upcoming All-Star Raid Mode event. If you guys don't know what this is basically a 1,000 Heartless challenge. I mean, sorry. I'm a Kingdom Hearts player, I'm sorry. 1,000 EZA round challenge. And there are various different categories that are involved. Each category has its own weakness. It just goes on and on and on and on and on and on, going from round 1 all the way till round 999 when you face Goku Frieza all the way at the very end. This event is like the epitome of the gift that just keeps on giving. You don't have to do this every single day. In fact, you probably should not. I would encourage you to not. But as you continue to do this whenever you're bored, you will be constantly getting newer and newer rewards. All of these assets, not all of them, but I think a good chunk of them are now in the mix with all of these new assets that are being introduced into Global Dokkan as we speak. As we saw here, we have the Ginyu Force as well. I don't know if I want to go through that entire campaign too, because we've already got enough as it is with the 7-year anniversary, but let's just go back and continue skimming through. So we got the Red Zone, we got the new events, we got the 7-year LRs, right? We got the Part 2 LRs for the Kaioken Goku and the Vegeta. We saw those assets quite a bit. Moving on to Part 3. What else we got? We got the EZA for the Goku Gohan, Goten, or Trunks, and then we've got, sorry, Gohan, Goten, Trunks. We got the Year 3 LR EZAs. This was a big one, people. That is in Part 3. We got a chain battle, more Red Zone, more event missions. I mean, it just keeps on going. And these guys, oh my gosh, we do need to talk about this real quickly. If you guys have these LRs, please work on their links. They are so good with their EZAs. You have got to actually experience how good they are with their EZAs. So let me pull these guys up. Go to their EZA form. The only thing that I wish that they could have changed, which they still haven't, is the transformation conditions. That's the only downside. But still, even without the transforming, these units are insanely good now with their EZAs. Raising attack and defense, 1 attack and defense plus 180. Medium chance of performing a critical hit, medium chance of dodging. So you literally, all you have to put is additional. Everything else is taken care of. And then for the Potara Vegito, EZA, medium chance of performing a critical hit, medium chance of evading, same exact thing. And then when they transform, if you can actually get them to transform, they are insanely busted with their EZAs. Greatly raises defense for 1 turn, causes Mega Colossal, raises allies attack by 30% for 1 turn. Fully recovers attack and defense plus 200. Counters, reduces damage received by 30% for 3 turns. They just do everything for no reason, man. They're just so good for no reason. And they keep getting better. It's insane. So if you guys have these units, I'm sure you've pulled them at this point. If you guys have been playing this game for at least maybe half a year, 4 months, you guys should have at least 1 copy of one of these 2 units. Get working on their EZA, or not their EZA, but their links. Maybe get the medals needed to awaken them if you can. Get these guys prepared, because once we get these EZAs, you are going to wish you had those links maxed out, because they are going to be so much more effective. Lately, my overall productivity in the game has skyrocketed because of all of the links that I've been unlocking on all my different characters. So that's just part 2. We've got, oh no, that was just part 3. We got the extra part. The extra part consists of the Year 4 LR EZAs, the free-to-play Vegeta and Goku Juniors. This one we already got on Global, so this one doesn't count so much. But the Year 4 LRs are honestly enough to make an exception. These 2 units are incredibly powerful, and then especially on the new category lead for the 7-year anniversary, they're a must-have. I'm not going to spend too much more time talking about how good they are, but just trust me that they are. Let's also quickly check out the rundown that I made a couple weeks ago for the 7-year anniversary Road 2. This is what we were looking at back during the Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Kid Buu Dokkan Festival celebration. We were looking at the roadmap, right? This is before we knew what Golden Week was going to be about. This is before we knew any of the information regarding the LRs. Actually, we still don't know what that is. We didn't know what the Part 2 LR was going to be for the Raditz Dokkan Festival. So this is once again the outlook. This is the roadmap. We are currently right here, right? We are waiting to find out what Goku Day is going to be. We are waiting to find out what the Ginyu Dokkan Festival celebration is going to look like. It should be pretty much consistent with what it was on JP. The 7-year, or the final hurdle before the 7th anniversary is going to be the Goku Piccolo LR summons. That's going to be in part 2 of the Raditz Dokkan Festival celebration. From that, but we're not going to be getting Raditz. The part 2 from that is going to be the part 2 for the Ginyu Dokkan Festival. And that's pretty much the roadmap. The only one remaining thing that we have to mention is the Dragon Ball Superhero Celebration. That's going to be happening on June 11th. So sometime around there, we will probably get some sort of, I wouldn't say a full-on Dokkan Festival celebration, probably some mini commemorative event where they just give us, you know, some sort of story event or 2, or maybe they give us some sort of, you know, small banner where you can summon for the units. I don't know what they're going to do, honestly. I have no idea. It could be something like the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie. It could be something like the Dragon Ball Fighters collaboration. We have to wait and see. So, with that said, we are 2 months away from the 7-year anniversary. So if these little assets don't shock your system and get you back focused into your original plans to save, I don't know what will. Because while these 200% leads that we are getting from these current celebrations are great, nothing still compares to the 7-year anniversary LRs. They are still better than all of these units, so you got to be ready for those units. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below. Let me know in the comments if this pep talk helped remind you and helped you recalibrate and refocus on the 7-year grind, or was this all just a bunch of hot air? And also, how have you guys been doing on the Golden Week celebrations events so far? We've had Extreme Z Battles, or we've had Extreme Super Battle Roads, Super Battle Road Infinite Dragon Ball History. How are you guys liking the new units? How are you liking Chain Battle? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more dope content in the future, and click the notification bell so that you let YouTube know you're going to see more of my stuff. Do it! Thanks again, stay tuned, and always remember to Dokkan responsibly. Save